Let's talk about women's spaces and how some trans women can be misogynistic while I do my nails. A lot of cisgender women have pointed out that they don't want transgender women in their women's-only spaces, citing that a decent amount of us have functionally lived as men for many years and can have some traces of misogyny left in us. And the thing about that is, yeah, some trans women are capable of being assholes. Some trans women are capable of abuse. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for trans women who are being sexist in favor of some dogmatic demand for inclusion. If anybody is in your space and being disruptive and taking up too much space, trans women or not, kick them out. The radical feminists in the audience will be happy to hear that when someone comes out to me as trans, one of the first things I tell them is you gotta be actively anti-racist, and you have to be in solidarity with cis women, because we gotta keep each other in check. But I want us to be specific about a couple things. The term women's spaces is really broad and can mean a lot of different things. For example, if your space is a meeting to hold, an organization for reproductive justice, i.e. safe abortion access and gynecological care, then I, as someone who does not have uterus, can only show up as an ally, and if the presence of allies isn't conducive to the conversations being held, then I won't show up. But the span of issues that affect women goes much further than stuff involving uteruses. The Venn diagram of things cis women experience and things trans women experience has a lot of overlap. Hiring discrimination, gender-based pay gaps, housing harassment, catcalling, violence against sex workers, and all the ways that all of these intersect with race, class, immigration status, disability, and more impact both cis and trans women. So yeah, we deserve a seat at the table. I will also say that some trans women do transition at a very young age and do have a lot of first-hand experience with misogyny. And that a lot of cis women can be patriarchal and misogynistic too, because we live in a patriarchal society. But when cisgender women girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep, their womanhood is never put into question. Only transgender women's identities are put into question when we slip up and do something sexist. So saying that no transgender woman belongs in any women's space delegitimizes our identities as women and harms people who experience misogyny, which is counter to the goal of feminism. It's actually weaponizing the language of feminism against other women. And here are the finished nails. It's fall, bitches, yes!
Leave me the fuck alone. Actually, I fucking hate everything in my fucking life. You don't know what the fuck I've been through. Please stop. Stop.
Oh my god, I finally found one.
Found what? What'd you find?
The first funny female.
What?
Yeah, dude, that is so rare. She definitely earned her rights.
Bro, what are you talking about? Have you ever spoken to a woman,
Notice how she's attractive? Boys, we gotta protect this one.
Bro,
we gotta protect her because she is a woman that is actually funny.
Can you name all 59 women who came forward against Cosby? Can you name half? Hell, can you name 5? Would you recognize them out of context? Do you want an autograph? Cool. So we agree that women don't make rape accusations to become famous.
Listen, if you're going to call me weak, first of all, you're wrong. But if you're going to call me weak, don't call me a pussy. Call me a ball sack. Because if you flick a man in the ball sack, he goes down like a $2 hooker. He's got a little pair of Goldilocks between his legs. It needs to be the perfect temperature at all times. Otherwise, if it's too cold, they shrivel up inside themselves. And if it's too hot, they hang down so low they could tickle the devil's forehead. So if you want to insult me, darling, call me a ball sack. Because if you call me a pussy, I'm only going to take it as a compliment. Because if you had any experience with women whatsoever, you'd know that not only are pussies a force to be reckoned with, but they're damn near indestructible.
Can you stop complaining about the patriarchy so much? Men face problems too. Yeah, like shame over showing emotions and speaking about mental health, which can account for the higher rates of suicide in men as compared to women, feeling like you have to be super buff and over a certain height in order to be considered attractive, pressure to be the primary breadwinner to the point where you're constantly overworked and stressed out, shame over presenting in a way that isn't hyper-masculine even if you prefer things that aren't manly, and so on. Yeah. Have you ever considered that patriarchal ideas not only have a negative impact on women, but also men, and all other genders for that matter? Putting unrealistic expectations on all men to be in charge of everything is not only disingenuous to women's abilities and accomplishments, but it's emotionally and physically draining for men to constantly live up to a standard involuntarily placed on their shoulders. Well, why can't we just let men be more vulnerable while also realizing that women need to know their place? You were so close to a breakthrough. If it wasn't so predictable, it would be painful.
Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that
Life doesn't begin at conception. When does it begin? Let's take a look. Let's start here at week 20.
Oh, I can respond that to you with 4 simple, kind words. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck if it's alive or it's not, or if it's a full-on person or it's not. The point is, nobody's allowed to use your body or your organs without your consent. And by saying that a woman or a person with a uterus is supposed to stay pregnant to maintain a life, you're basically saying that a fetus has more rights than everybody else in the world, and that a person with uterus has less rights.
Voila, what do we have, ladies? A fucking clown. We are a stupid bitch. We are a fucking clown. This is the final look, ladies.
Hey, yeah, you wanna do some nasty? No. Okay. That's it. It's almost like it's that easy. Scenario number 2. Hey, yeah, you wanna do some nasty? Oh my god. Yeah, enthusiastically. Let's do it right now. Cool. Some nasty occurrence. That was super dope. Yeah, I feel like really close to you right now. I feel safe with you. No, yeah, ditto. That's it.
Don't be racist. I am a racist.
Guys who change their boxers every day be like putting on lipstick. What? What? Are they trying to imply that having basic hygiene is feminine?
Science is real, Black Lives Matter, no human is illegal, love is love.
If science is real, I assume you accept the biological reality that life starts at conception.
If science is real, I assume that you accept the biological reality that you're a bitch!